What's up, everybody? It's your boy, General Little Sake, back from the battlefield. Trademark that. Okay, so last episode we didn't get to fight these guys, but now since they're done beating up each other, we're gonna fight. Let's get into it. Oh man, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm a little hyped because this is so exciting, bro. We're gonna face Joey, and he got a rat-a-tat. Oh boy, Akuino gonna trash this fool. Nah, let's stop playing though. So there's a lot of things going on these days in the Pokemon, I guess, community. If you guys haven't know, there's a new Pokemon app coming out. So hype about. Honestly, I thought it was a new anime show coming out for Pokemon. I was sadly disappointed at the end where it said, I thought we were gonna get a cool, badass new anime for Pokemon. No, we're not. We're not. But it's fine though. It's fine. I'm sorry. I gotta keep it down. Cause my boy, put in work. I'm so hyped. Okay, so last time we left off, our mom did something for us. I can't quite remember. I have to look back in the film, but we don't have time for that nonsense. Cause we gotta battle another guy. Hopefully, he will be a little challenge. Speaking of challenge. You guys, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but if you're like the old school G's like me, back in the, days, just trading cards, being stupid, and trading all the terriblest trades. Okay, if you guys remember, well, you guys don't remember, because you never seen me do it, but I'll tell you this, it's a true story. I swear to God, even though, it don't matter. I swear to the Poke Gods. How about that? Ooh, a critical hit. Look at that. Your boy put in work. Boy, Akuino, he's getting me distracted for you guys. Okay, so, if you were like me, and you had, I had the original Venusaur from the original card game, I did the most stupidest thing. I traded that for 4 Pokemon cards that were worthless. I would slap the shit out of me, my younger self. I'm sorry. Censorship? I ain't about that life. Another Krieg. Oh, man, these Kriegs are coming. Yeah, I don't know why. I did so many stupid things with cards because I didn't realize the importances. Ooh, look at me, big words. The importances. You know what I'm talking about, you guys. The importance. I'm already goofing up, but we're gonna keep it live, just like Bill. What was his name? Bill O'Reilly said. I won't quote that because I don't know if I could get flagged. I'm new to this stuff, right? I can't get flagged. But besides that, this ain't Pokemon topic related. But what is Pokemon topic related is being stupid. That's right. I did so many stupid things as a child when it came to Pokemon. I traded the games. I did trade the game though for candy. I don't know why. I traded Pokemon Red for candy, you guys. Freaking candy. I traded that way. Boy, cause I love sweets. Speaking of sweets, that ain't sweet. That's a caterpillar. Caterpie, man. Look at me goofing off already. I'm already messing it up. But besides that, we're going off. So we're going to ask her to see. I'm not a trainer. Okay, well then I can't battle you. What's the point of having you around if I can't use you? You know what I'm saying? But you know what was going to use me? The grass. Nah. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying before I was ranting off about this nonsense? Oh yeah, trading cards. I was such a fool. I traded all the good cards I have. Thank God I kept a lot of the original OG cards. So I'm trying to collect all 150 Pokemon cards. I still have, if I can do the math, I'm not good at math, you guys. Roughly, I think I have at least 137 of the cards. So I'm almost there. Hopefully, if I make so much money, I could buy the damn thing. Okay, besides that, let's do this. Another Caterpie. Nah, you know what? Caterpies, man. I like Butterfree. I think Butterfree is a beautiful, majestic creature. But Caterpie, they just lame. Man, give me a Weedle any day. And I love Weedle, man. Weedle because it becomes a Beedrill. Beedrill is dope. But besides that, oh yeah, I remember. The last time we were talking about in the last adventure, I was talking about rivals. And Ash's rivals are kind of whack. Besides, Paul and Gary. But everyone else, just bogus. From Ruby and Sapphire, in the quote-unquote games, you got Wally and the other main character, you play as. Didn't like Wally. He was a whiner. I mean, not even a good whiner, He was just a whiner. And then Diamond Pearl, you got, there you go, Barry, the lesser version of Gary. Didn't like Barry. He was also a whiner. I noticed that. Oh, we're stuck. Okay, let's go this way. Hopefully we won't get stuck. Then you got X and Y. Oh my god, let me not just go into that little rant of X and Y. All the three characters, side characters, they nothing. Hold on. Before I go into detail with this cave, this is a specific cave where you can get a specific Pokemon that I want as a party member. So hold on, it's gonna take me a couple minutes because your boy's slow a little bit. So I'll be back right now. So I'm all good. So it took me literally, I'll estimate around 6 minutes to find this Pokemon. So I won't show him yet, but your boy, he is your boy. Believe me, you will love this guy like I love him. So let's go talk to this guy. I'm already talking to him. Okay. Alright. Z. I feel you, bro. I'm tired too, man. Long day work. 9-hour shift. 9-hour shift. No one should ever work a 9-hour shift. But that's beside the point, because we got a berry. I love berries, man. But speaking of which, of berries, it's not very nice to meet you when you got 3 characters that are useless as hell from XY. And they just are terrible. I'm sorry. Did you like that joke, by the way? No? Okay. Speaking of jokes, we have to face this guy. But guess what? So wait, cause Caterpie, you're gonna be somewhere soon. Cause Aquino here, man. Speaking of Aquino, why can't he use any fire attacks? I mean, come on. He is a fire rodent, right? You think his first move would be a fire attack, but no, it's tackle or is a scratch. I don't pay attention. It's tackle. I don't pay attention to my boys. That's sad. I'm a bad trainer, guys. This is what you should not be doing. Neglecting your Pokemon. I don't feed them. I don't bathe them. I don't brush them. I don't do none of that mechanics because they ain't vetted yet. Okay, another boy. Look, you know what? Let's switch it up. Let me show you our friend, our boy, another soldier coming out to the battlefield. Trademark, okay? Trademark. That's my trademark. I can't stress this enough. Yes, it is. It's a little Teddy Ursa. His name is Harima. If you guys, let's backtrack for a second. Besides Pokemon, there's an anime show. One of my favorite comedy school genres is School Rumble, you guys. And the guy name is Kenji Harima. Kenji Harima is, that school bully that acts like a tough guy, but really, sensitive, sweet kind of guy and loves Skimmo. Man, I'm already butchering her name. What her name? I'm so bad. Like, this is my favorite anime, and I can't remember her name. My God, it's gonna kill me, man. And you know what? I'm lying to you guys. I don't love School Rumble a lot, because I forget the main character's name. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. As long as we know it's Harima we're facing. Harima is that teddy bear that's gonna pound and ground everything. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of which, X, Y, and Z, I know I'm bringing back this up, you guys, but I don't like the 3 side characters. The smart nerd, the big guy like to dance, and that girl. I mean, there's probably something else to her character besides the girl. And look at me. But I don't, they're useless in the game. They're just there to be there. They don't really help a lot. Yeah, maybe a little things in the plots, but I don't want that nonsense. No, I want a real protagonist. I want a real antagonist. I want someone to be with me all times. I don't know. I'm a complicated person, apparently. But in Sun and Moon, Halu. I liked Halu. But he was just too happy all the time. I'm annoyed by his happiness. See, another Krieg, man. I told you, Aquino putting the work in. He's just too happy for me, man. And then Gladion. I like Gladion, but, he can't just do himself, Speaking of doing itself, we got a Pokeball. Good, because we need Pokeballs. Pokeballs. And then the new character from Sword and Shield. Hop, I think that's his name. I'm not quite sure. I think it's Hop. I swear to God, I hope he becomes something legendary in the Pokemon game, because so far, all the characters that I guess you be with around, or, kind of help joint battles, they gotta put more into this. I know it's a game. It's nothing like the anime. But for me, I just like something more. A little more invested. Just like in the villain department. Hey, there's some great villains in these games. Not in the later ones because they're kind of generic and you always see them. All that palava stuff. But it is what it is. If I was a game developer in Pokemon, oh man, I'll go bonkers, bro. I'll go crazy. Speaking of going crazy, we're going to our very large city. Is it a large? Yeah, I think it's a large city. Okay, how you doing, officer? Always respect the officers. Quote unquote, I guess. Okay, phone number. Oh man, I would love her phone number. Let me stop. First thing, every time we go to a new city, or town, or village, is go to the Pokemon Center and see your girl, Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy she's a peach. That's all I can say. She's a peach. And she will ever say yes when I ask her out to go on a date. It's a struggle in the Pokemon game to find love. But, besides love, let's not think about love. Let's think about... What do we think about? Fighting, of course. That's what Akuino's all about in Harima. We gotta, fix them boys. But besides fixing them boys... you know what? I'm very excited for the new Pokemon game coming out. It's in England, and I think the mechanics, so far as we know, look interesting. I'm not sure about the giant, enormous Pokemon. Maybe that's a little stretch, but that's just me. But let's stop talking about that, and let's go having a fun and adventure. We will not go to the gym yet, because we're going to do the Bell Sprout Tower. Let's go ask her anything interesting. I'd never been to a temple before. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty amazing to go to a temple, bless some stuff, learn about some history stuff about temples. Maybe visit the Dalai Lama. Oh, one of the Pokemon universe has their own Dalai Lama. I mean, the Pokemon universe has their own god, right? Ho-Ho is, I think, or I haven't catch up with the newer Pokemon gods or legends, so I don't, oh wait, who's calling me? You know what? I'm already regretting giving this guy our number. Okay? Oh, speaking of which, I wish bug Pokemon were dope. With an ER. Because a lot of bug Pokemon are weak. And it sucks. Because when I use them in battle, like online battle or in the game, they get their ass beat. Like, it's no fun. And so that's why I stay away with a lot of bug Pokemon. But when they introduce, I think in the Johto version, no, they didn't. You know what? It was in the Kanto version. Scyther, man, Electabuzz and Scyther, that was a great episode. When you guys remember when Pikachu absolutely loved ketchup. You know what? They don't really use that ketchup gag. I think they did it once in the other episode, but Pokemon has like over 700 to 800 now, or even 900 now. That's a long commitment, man. But look at this. Harima already put in the work. Scratch attack. Why not scratch plants? Does that even work in real life? Can a bear really scratch? I guess it can. It can just clobber it. What am I talking about? We're talking about real life scenarios. This is the Pokemon universe. We talk about Pokemon scenarios. A query. Okay, you know what? We can tough it out. Harima, he may be new to the game, but you know what? He's a veteran. Because this is General Little Sake. He fighting for my army. Speaking of fighting for my army, he grew level 4. Or grew, level up level 4. Okay, so another Bellsprout. I mean, like, do they all have Bellsprouts? I mean, obviously, be creative, you guys. Do something, out of this world. Get a Growlithe. I don't know. Maybe find the hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay, we need to switch, you guys. Because Aquino needs to learn a fire move if we want to take the second gym leader. Because, wink wink, second gym leader is weak against fire. Okay, tackle. why do I have taco? That doesn't make sense. Besides not making sense here, this is probably the worst episode ever. But you know what? At least I hope someone likes this. I think Aquino learns Ember level 11 or 12. So don't quote me on that if I'm wrong. But yeah, speaking of which, so I'm hoping in these new games, and hopefully down the future, we will get some pretty awesome character development with our rivals and with our companions. Kind of like in the anime, when Ash had Brock and Misty. And I like Brock and Misty. I was starstruck when Misty left the show, do the Hoenn region, and then Brock came back early. But I was devastated as a child that they weren't around. I was like, oh my god, is this the end of Pokemon? Paralyze, heal. Excellent. I couldn't agree more with that. Walking down to the old temple. Oh man, all this history, you guys. This is what I like about the Johto generation. Excuse me if you guys didn't hear I burped. But the Johto generation or the region has so much historical context, and not like in the original one, because they were still developing the concept of Pokemon, even though they screw up so much. With you guys remember when Gary was flashing his 10 gym badges to Ash. I repeat, 10 gym badges to Ash, and calling him a loser for not having 10. Speaking of what, who are those 2 mystery gym leaders? I bet someone did a YouTube video on that. I gotta watch that. But no, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, no, I can't remember. See, that's why this is why this is not scripted, you guys. This literally comes out of my brain. Well, not my brain. This goes contracted into my mind, and then I spit it out without thinking. So it's just a natural flow what I talk about. And bro, we got like at least 30 more minutes about this nonsense. Okay, a Bellsprout, if I had to look at a Bellsprout every day of my life, and these guys are old, remind you, I would literally go bonkers. I'm probably that creepy, crazy old kook who just tell people, get off my lawn. Do they even have lawns? Oh, that's a good question. I'm going off track. But guess what? It's not going on track. Aquino with that number 11. So yes, Aquino will probably get Ember at level 12. Oh, but you know what? Do you guys remember the old days? I don't know for the newer guys, because you guys got that, the equipment of, the sharing thing, XP. I can't remember what that was. But you remember the old days where you had to constantly switch in and out of your Pokemon? That was a pain. I absolutely hated that as a child, because, it's frustrating. You just want to 1KO it, but then you start to appreciate it when you're older and realize, man, that's struggling. And it feels good that you accomplish that later when you increase your power and your Pokemon level and the movesets. And that's fun. That's exciting to me now, but as a child, no, it wasn't. But now in these games, they're so easy to beat. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've never really finished Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, because they were just so easy to me. There was not a lot of challenges, and I was bored of it, and I never really completed, it. I know it sounds so strange, and you probably say, whoever does that? Still not to this day. I haven't beaten the whole game because it's just too boring for me. There's no challenge in it. I could make it challenging, and you know what? I think I want to make the challenge. I want this gameplay to be so challenging where I rage crit. Yeah, I get a critical on the rage, because it's no fun for you guys, for me to beat everybody, because you want to struggle. I think it makes it fun to see someone suffer. I guess that's me. But you know what? I want to make this hard on me. So I'm going to probably get the worst Pokemon ever and hopefully beat everybody with them. Nah, I won't do that. But, I will make a challenge, though, because I don't want to fly through this. And I have seen some other gameplay of Pokemon, any gameplay of Pokemon, and a lot of them they seem pretty easy. I mean, they kind of breeze through them, but I want to make this a challenge. I want to struggle. I want to get mad. I think that's fun. That's just on me though. And this is making me mad already. I just can't one-hit KO this thing. No crit right now. And my boy get Quigs all the time. Aquino critical hit, That should be their special ability. Give me that crit. Alright, you know what? The only crit I'm getting is a headache from me talking so much and being loud. I'm just so excited, you guys. I love Pokemon with a passion. Pokemon, honestly, to me as a child, it kind of saved me in a way. I wasn't the saddest kid. I sure wasn't, the happiest go lucky, See, Craig, I told you, I'm sorry. My boy Aquino put in the work. I'm so glad we got Aquino in this, man. Oh, he's sad. He's weak. Yeah, you are weak. But, respect to your elders, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so this is the part where it may be a little challenge for us, but, we'll see. Maybe, you know what? Do got anything in our bag? Because I think I need to heal. Potion. Yes, we do. We want to get Harima a potion. Okay, good. And I don't know. Yeah, let's get Aquino in. You know what? He needs that support. He needs that 10% HP to go full ham on these fools. On these little vine whips, weaves, or infected disease plants. Oh, speaking of which, you know what? This would be a good time. So at my job, I deal with customers, and there was one customer, I'm not gonna lie, he had 3 Bellsprouts on his leg. Large tattoo of 3 Bellsprouts. And I asked him, hey man, I see you like Pokemon. He said, oh yeah, I do. And I asked him, why Bellsprouts? He said, because when he was a kid, that was the first Pokemon he ever saw, and oddly enough, he said that was the first Pokemon card he ever got. And he loved Bellsprouts after that. I said, that's awesome. And I asked him, his age, range was. He said he was around, young 30. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I'm a young 20-something stallion. Nah, I won't cut myself short like that. But that's the thing is, so I know another guy who's a soccer player, right? Tall guy. He wore the dopest Gengar shirt ever. And I said, man, you don't feel embarrassed wearing that? And he said, nah, man. He said, that's my jam. And, that's the thing about Pokemon nowadays. You can wear Pokemon shirts, accessories, out in the open. And most people now won't make fun of you. Back then, oh, yeah, people would make fun of you, called you a Poke nerd, like, get a life, or, all that other, palaver. But nowadays, it's okay to, what you like. Because I think YouTube really helped it grow. Because when you see other people successful with the same game and then people like it, that makes it, a little easier. But back to the palaver over here we were talking about. Again, I can't remember what we're talking about. I'm probably going to watch this and realize, wow, what a fool I was. Great. I missed. Oh my god, I think that's the first time we ever missed. But it's okay though. You know what? My boy got to miss one time. You know what I'm saying? Aquino, yes, I told you Aquino is the dope. He's got to kill it. And he might get Ember. Come on, am I right? I guarantee you, if I'm right, yes! See, I'm knowledgeable. And I never played this game before. Well, the Crystal. I play Gold and Silver. But I know there's a little, differences, but I don't know what it is yet. Okay, he's talking to us. I think we could take him on. I know we could take him on, because our Pokemon is legendary. I mean, they'll be legendary Pokemon. They'll be in the Hall of Fame if this was a football game. They'll be Hall of Famers. So, Poke Hall of Famers. Speaking of what, do you guys like football? I don't know why. It would be awesome if they put football and Pokemon together, like a Pokemon football game. I mean, they did that with soccer and ping pong, right? Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh man, sorry. I got stunned in the headlight like a Stantler. Let me stop. Sorry. Sometimes you just want to hear the sound because I always keep mentioning this, and I will always keep mentioning this. Um, the soundtrack is amazing in Pokemon, in the games, in the anime, and even in the movies. So amazing. I love it. A hoot hoot. You know what? I never noticed, if you guys realize, in the anime when Ash caught a hoot hoot, or well, it wasn't a hoot hoot. It was the ever, there was the other evolution, a Noctowl. Yeah, when Ash caught a Noctowl, I didn't know it was a shiny Noctowl. It never crossed my mind. But yeah, he caught a shiny Pokemon. I was like, oh snap, okay. I don't. No, he's still with Professor Oak. For a moment, I thought he released it. Maybe he did in the later episodes. I don't know. Ash really do some stupid stuff. Oh wait, hold on. Something going down. Our rival. Ooh. Oh no, this sounds terrible. Well. All right, I just had to be quiet. He was talking. You know, that'd be kind of sick, to really beat up an elder like that. But he's our rival, and I like that, bro. That's weird to say. I like that he beat the crap out of the old guy. Oh man, he's definitely like Paul, but I don't know. Maybe not a little, physical than Paul was. Oh, we found escape rope. Very important, you guys. So you guys need to get the escape rope. If you guys don't realize, when you're done, battling the old guy, and if you want to get out quickly, there you go. The escape rope right there. Now, you want to be a fool like I was when I first did this. I totally forgot about it. And I was walking back, and then I was running into all these wild Pokemon, and they beat me. Sometimes you can't escape from these wild battles, and they just, hit you, and then you're done. And then you got to pay a fine for some reason when Nurse Joy has to heal you up. I don't mind paying for Nurse Joy, you know what I'm saying? Because oh my god, I need to go to psychiatrist for this. But we'll do that later because Bellsprout is already up. I'm already messing up, but don't worry, because Hariyama about to go in. You know what? Let's switch. Because you know what? We could just ember the crap out of everybody. Now, if this was really, if we were really battling and I used Ember and Bellsprout just dodged, would I really put the building on fire? And I think I would. And now, would I get sued? Because the Pokemon world, when you're that young, you don't have to do a lot, man. You don't have to pay, to rent a place, or I guess a little well, actually in the anime they did have, every time trainers go to the Pokemon Center, there's always like bedding, a room and bedding, board and all that good stuff. And then how you pay for food. I mean, these kids are not millionaires. I mean, their parents are not loaded, so how the hell they can afford food every day of the episode? You know what I'm saying? That's interesting. Pokemon in the anime has so much flaws. Now, don't get me started on the manga, because that's just crazy. Forget the English dub version of the manga, because that's trash. I'm talking about the original Japanese manga, where I can't read none of that, man. I can't read kanji. I wish I could read kanji. I don't know. Nah, I can't read kanji. I guess I have to stick to the manga in the English dub, even though they censor the crap out of it. Speaking of censorship, that's the one problem I have with Pokemon and 4Kids is censoring all the Japanese culture. But I will give 4Kids its credit. I explain again. I like the Ash and Misty aspect of, were they going to become a couple or not? Because apparently in the original Japanese version of the Pokemon anime, they weren't really having those feelings with each other. They were just friends. So I guess someone in 4Kids decided, let's kind of, hint that they're like going to be a couple in the future. And I like that, because I like Misty and Ash. And I wish they did get married. But that's one only aspect about the 4Kids version I liked. Okay, now, let's not switch out. Because, we're just killing it. Aqua Ino is killing it. And now we're going to use Ember. It's so great, you guys. It's so great just to okay one thing. Because remember, like 20 minutes ago, I couldn't do none of that. And a crit, I tell you, bro. I'm telling you, Aqua Ino is the best Cyndaquil ever in any gameplay in the whole entire world. From the past, present, and future. You can't beat this. Aqua Ino is legit. And I get $320 to boot. So there we go. Speaking of that kind of cash, like I was saying before, how you get that cash? How these young kids get all this finance just to go and travel in the real world? If that was the case, let me do that. Let me be that kid. Because nowadays, you gotta pay for rent, you gotta pay for board, you gotta pay for food, pay for gas. It kind of gets down on your boy a little bit. But you know what? What doesn't get down on your boy? Playing some Pokemon. That's what's up. So now I feel like because I was hoping last episode we can go face the gym leader. We didn't do that last episode, but this episode, we're going to face the gym leader. Falkner, you better watch out, buddy, because we're going to dominate on your bird Pokemon. Spoiler alert, he's a flying type gym leader. And you know what? The funny thing about Falkner is, I remember in the newer games, like the new versions, like from 2010, the games, he was simple. He was easy. I was like, really? Why easy? The only real, I'm pretty sure the main gym leader in the like in any Pokemon game was the hard one, was the rock type. If you didn't have a water or grass type Pokemon. But no, I guess that doesn't make sense either, because Brock and Roxanne, they were hard. I mean, they were really hard if you weren't a moron like me and always get the wrong Pokemon. So, you know what? I take that back. Any people that play Pokemon who are morons like me, it's okay, though. We're all morons together. Then you had struggles. But if you guys were confident and knew your stuff, you probably breezed through that. So, I don't know why I made that scenario. That's dumb. Ooh, Spearow. I like Spearow. Then they transform. Why I want to say transform? They evolved to a Pharaoh. I like Pharaoh. Pharaoh, I think I talked about last episode, too. I like Pharaoh. One of my favorite bird Pokemons. And now he got me a Krieg. But it's okay, bro. I don't care if you give me a Krieg, a Snig, a Slug, a Pug, a Poison, a Pinch. Don't matter, cause Harima got it. He got a cover. He got my back. Look at that. Should I go for it? Yeah, let's go for it. Whoa, you know what? Critical hit. Forget what I just said earlier, you guys. I take all that back. Harima's out. He ain't gonna be in my party anymore. I'm gonna be like Paul. Let me be like Paul. Where's Chinchar at? Let me get rid of his ass too. Speaking of that, I actually liked it. If you guys remember when Paul versus Ash, probably one of the best rival battles in the anime that Ash did. Man, that last scene when Infernape, when he faced Electivire. Oh man, that was one of the best battles ever. It was so gratifying to see Infernape to get revenge on Paul. For all the cruel thing Paul did. But I mean, we'll talk about that in another segment. But let's go back because I want to go face the gym leader. And hopefully we won't get Kriegs twice. I mean, that's crazy. Sometimes you do the Kriegs and sometimes you get the Kriegs. Am I saying that right? Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Speaking of the day, come on, bird Pokemon. No. I like these hairdo. I tried that spiky hairdo one time. Nah, it would never work. My hair always flopped. I got long hair, you guys. Not too long, but it's like curly, puffy hair, and I hate that. Especially, the summer is a killer. It kills me. But you know what else kills? Harima, man. My boy put in the work. Look at that Pidgey. It couldn't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? Harima. Oh yeah. So like Teddy Ursa. I had no idea in the new version games you can get Teddy Ursa that quick. But in the old games, you can. I don't know if it still applies to that game. I have to double check. But in the old game, it was like a kind of little secret if you didn't know. But yeah, you could get that in that cave I showed you earlier. Yeah, so the reason why I didn't record that, because it was hard to catch it, because it was level 2, and if you attacked it, either you killed it or it will run away. And so I had meetings with 3 Teddy Ursas. Yeah, 3 Teddy Ursas. And they all left. They all ran away. But this one loved your boy. He stayed by your side. Okay. Oh, it's Falkner. Let me go here up. Now, I'm gonna talk about a little about Falkner, because in the anime, I forgot he had 3 Pokemon. He had a Hoot Hoot, a Dodrio, and a Pidgeot. And the game, it's terrible. They hurt your boy. They hurt Falkner, and that sucks. Cause in the anime, he was like that. He was a smart guy. He did pretty well against the battles. Of course, when Pikachu was there, he had no choice. Cause it's Pikachu, bro. No one can beat Pikachu. I take that back. Pikachu's gonna lose in black and white. But we're not talking about black and white. So look at that. A Pidgey? Are you kidding me? You couldn't give my boy a Hoot Hoot like in the anime? That's sad. Speaking of that sadness, when Ash was facing him, he was very confident, in the beginning, and kind of snarky. He was saying, like, oh, I can beat you and all that. And when he had a Hoot Hoot and Ash had a Chikorita, and then Falkner say, what kind of trainer are you using, a grass type versus a flying type? And he said, don't worry about it. Just worry about yourself. I was like, damn, Ash, that's crazy. You can't find that Ash nowadays because he's too goofy. But no, I like to say Butterluck. But's is a funny word. And look at this. It's sad because at least they couldn't give my boy a Pidgeot. They gotta give him a Pidgeotto. I want a Pidgeot to face. And a Dodrio. Dodrio was a beast, and they didn't give him that. And I'm mad at this game for not giving my boy the heads up. 3, come on, man. I think that's a chance. Look at this. I'm not even breaking a sweat. Horima, it's just, oh man, hold on. Oh man, it ain't gonna kill me, right? My boy, I told you, my boy's a soldier. After this fight, he may be a colonel. He going up the ranks. No, okay, your boy, you know what? He did his part. He did his part. Okay, now I'm gonna use Aku Inu. But at the end of the episode, I remember Charizard beat Pidgeot. So I mean, like, way to go, But now I like Falkner. I don't. The games don't do him justice. The anime don't do him justice either. But in his bio, he sounds like a really legit tough gym leader, and he's not. Look at this. This is what I'm saying, you guys. I didn't really break a sweat. I don't feel like I earned this victory because he was so easy. Gym leaders are supposed to be hard, they're supposed to be difficult, tough, and kind of cheating, with the HP boost when they get. But oh yeah, I forgot. Aku Inu in this game. Aku Inu, if you get the fire type Pokemon, he will evolve at level 14. Oh, my boy's evolving. Hold on. This is a magical moment for us. We're gonna see our young man become another younger young man. A Quilava. Man, I love Quilava. That's a dope name, Quilava. We get a badge. Look at it. Our first gym badge, you guys. How exciting is that? Thank you, Falkner. You have disappointed me. Hopefully the next gym leader won't disappoint me. P.S. They probably will. I don't know why I'm whispering. But I will say the third gym leader, that was a tough cookie to face. Literally, I lose all the time to her. She was so tough. I'm giving up these secrets, you guys. You probably guys know already. But yeah, she was tough. She was absolutely tough. But besides that, we beat our boy Falkner. How many times have I been saying Falkner? But it don't matter. We beat him. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy on a cherry on top. And I'm pooped, you guys. I mean, okay, so I feel like we're going to explore a little bit, but I'm kind of tired, you guys. My Pokemon need a rest. They killed it today. Good soldiers always need their good rest for the nether battle. Oh, wait. Oh, someone calling me. Professor Elm. Oh, my least professor. Ooh, you know what? I will say this. No, he's still not. He's still my least favorite professor. I'm sorry. I can't help him out. But what he can make me feel a little bit more appreciative of him, he's gonna give us an egg. I'm excited for this egg, you guys, because you know what it is. If you guys haven't seen the anime or even seen the games. Yes, take it. Take the egg. Why not? If a random stranger up to you say you want this Pokemon egg, you take it, bro. I don't care if it was stolen or nothing. That's my egg. Okay. Alright, man. This egg better hatch the next episode. If they won't, I quit. I quit this YouTube gig. Alright, man. Thank you guys for loving. I'm so happy. You know what it is. Everybody, show love and peace to everybody. Alright, love you guys. Bye.